computer. All right. Hi, everybody. We have together a great guest, Nigel Henry.
Mhm.
Sounds like a very famous name. Are you famous?
Yes.
You are famous?
Well, I
No,
used to be,
you used
but
to be.
it is a famous name. It's the name of kings.
Oh,
King
that's why. Okay.
Henry's,
Okay, okay,
Henry
okay.
the Henry II. And
Uh,
then Nigel, the word Nigel is actually a derivative of the Spanish word,
oh,
which
really? Okay.
means angel.
Oh, you're an angel. All right. I love speaking to angels. They're always nice.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. You seem to be a very nice person, cheerful, smiling. Is this a virtual background?
yes, I just got to turn on some lights so it doesn't flicker. Um,
No, no,
yes.
you're fine. The lighting is fine. Just stay the way
Oh,
you are. No, I was just asking if this was a real
yes.
library. It
It
is.
is a virtual background.
It is a virtual. It's nice.
Yeah, I like it. I found it.
I do too. I do too because yesterday a couple people on the meetup had also books, different kind of books. I guess it's getting to be a popular background right now.
So I see that you have the Bay Area as your background.
Yeah, this is the Bay Bridge.
Yes. I used to live in Oakland
Oh, so you pass the Bay Bridge a lot?
to get to San Francisco.
Yeah, yeah.
Where
So
are you located?
I am in San Francisco.
Oh,
I go to the Bay Bridge every day.
mm.
I go to the Bay every day, not on the bridge itself, but I can see the Bay Bridge every day.
Yes.
And I really enjoy going to the Bay because it gets me out of the house and I
Ah,
get to meet nice people.
yes. Is the weather? I mean, I know the fires are over there now. I'm in Miami, by the way, at the
Oh, you're
moment.
in Miami today?
Yes,
Oh, so
I
it's
know.
already lunchtime there, noon.
Yes, that's right.
I hope I'm not taking you away from your lunch.
No, you scheduled for 9 o'clock your time, so I said yes.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay, you'll have lunch after then. Okay.
yeah, yes,
So Miami must be beautiful right now.
yes, the sun is out, but in the last few days it's been raining, which is
Oh,
great.
really? It's
Yes,
good. It's good. It cleans the air.
exactly. I love the rain, and I was caught in a storm, and I just stood under a tree for about an hour. And
That's
yeah,
good that it rains because it stops the virus a little bit, the humidity.
yes,
The
yes, nothing.
the virus moves in dry weather, but in humidity it slows it down. So I hope
Um,
you're safe. Are you safe?
yeah, yeah. And you?
You shelter in place a lot?
Not really. Like Miami is actually back. I don't know if you know that. They're they're reopened here
Everything is reopened?
mostly. The restaurants are open, but it's 50% capacity. You can't have a
Oh,
full.
well,
Um,
our mayor of San Francisco is going to reopen in October, 25% capacity. So it's going to be a little bit less than you.
yes, and they had a little spike, and then they just said, okay, we have to be more careful, but we need to keep the business going.
Oh, you wear a mask when you go in the business?
Yeah, everybody has a mask. Um, and
So I
so
see your hair is done, so you're able to go to a hair to a barber.
yeah, you have to schedule an appointment so that the barber shop is not crowded. So
Okay, great.
as long
Yeah.
as you space it out, I think the secret is to space things out.
Okay, okay. Yeah, and also people can do your hairdo in their backyard if they want to.
Well, for a long time, I was doing it myself, and then it
Oh,
started. I couldn't get on the Zoom. I was like, "Whoa, I can't go on Zoom like this."
Oh,
So,
did you do it as
I,
good as this?
huh?
Was
No, no, it was bad.
it was
So,
bad?
yeah, because I can only do the sides and I
Oh,
can't do the top and I can't do the back. So
oh,
I said, you know what? Go and give some business to the barber. Let his business come back.
oh, because you have a great haircut right now.
Oh, you like it?
I do. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
well done. I said it's well done.
Oh, yes. It's my particular style, and I take a picture to the barber shop and I
Okay.
say, do this.
Okay.
And this barber I went to, I'd never worked with him before, and he was afraid to do it. He was like, oh, I'm like, dude, just do it. If you mess it up, I'll take responsibility, but this is what I want. And so
Okay.
he got,
He did it good then.
well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's good to meet you online. So refresh my memory because I just finished an interview with someone.
Mhm.
So what do, Nigel? I mean, is that the way you say your name, Nigel?
Yeah, that's how you say my name. Um, the question is hard to answer, by the way,
Okay,
because
then
no,
let's
I'll answer it though. I'll answer
you'll
it.
answer
It's
it
just,
anyway. No, what I'm
yes,
saying, what's the line of business you're in?
yes, that's what I know what you're asking. And I only ask that because when you go to networking, they say, well, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And
Yeah.
I'm changing people's thinking. I don't think they should ask that question.
Okay.
Everyone does, right?
But
So
you phrase it like I help people get to their next level, or I help people with their taxes, or I help people
I know, that's what
become
they,
a better version of themselves. What do you help people with?
I don't help people,
You don't?
but,
Oh, okay, okay.
but that's what I'm saying. I am a weird guy. I'm weirdo, okay? Let's just start there. And
What do you mean you don't help people? You must be doing something during the day.
I'm going to tell you. I'm
Yeah.
just, I just don't phrase it that way. I'm going to tell you anyway.
Okay.
It's part of the issue is that I change the way that people think, right?
Oh,
That's what I do for a living. I change paradigms.
really?
And yes, I change paradigms. And if you change paradigms, then you change the world. So I usually start with, if I was asking the question to a person, I wouldn't ask them what they do first. I would ask them, what is your life purpose? See?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
my life purpose is unleashing the greatness in people, right?
The
So
greatness?
people are already great. They have greatness as their DNA, but they are not aware of it. And my job is to activate it and it comes out.
Okay.
Now, yeah, does that make any sense at all? Because it's
Okay.
very weird.
So let's practice on me. How do I get the better version of myself?
Well, okay, what I can practice on you. Um, first thing is the way it happens is through your voice.
To
Um,
what?
your voice, it happens through speaking.
Okay.
So a lot of
I
people think,
speak a lot. I speak a lot.
excellent. Well, that means your greatness is already coming out. It's just how much of it do you want to bring out and how fast.
Well, I interview at least one person per week or two.
Yeah. So one of the first questions is to bring out greatness is who do you think you are?
Um, the question.
Mm,
Well, when I interview people, there's
mm,
always something good that comes out of it for them,
yeah. The question is
and
about you.
maybe improve them through. I mean, it's an internal. Um, well, how do you call it? It's internal process. I don't tell them what to do. It just happens
Yes.
that they come to their own conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
but by being on the interview, they realize a couple things that they can improve on.
Yeah, so that's your process. That's what you do, right? You ask questions, and in that, when you ask the questions, something happens internally for them, and
Yeah.
they have a new openness, right? So
And then
my
they have a new interpretation. Yeah.
exactly. So you shift people's thinking as well,
Kind
just
of.
by
I mean, indirectly, after the interview, they say, "Oh, maybe I should be doing that. Maybe I should be doing that,"
right,
or something
exactly,
like that.
exactly. So the question still is, who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah,
I trigger things. I trigger thoughts.
yes. Well, that's your effect, right? So whoever you are, when you're around people, you trigger their thinking, right?
Yeah, I know how to trigger a conversation.
Exactly. Mm.
So basically, let's say I'm in a room with five people and there's silence. I say something, and all of a sudden, everybody's talking.
Exactly.
I
This is,
I am I'm the moderator without them knowing I am.
I know, you and I have something in common.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so you do a little bit of that too.
Now, the thing is, the question that you're avoiding is who are you?
Okay, so currently I do many things.
But let me answer this question so you can answer it.
I'm a
What
people
do you,
person. I do shows and I do sales. I like people.
let me change the question so that you can answer the one that you want to answer. So here's the question that you're answering. What do you do?
Um, well, I do many things with different people. I can trigger a little bit of healing. I can trigger a little bit of improvement. I can trigger some new way of looking at things. I can trigger new ideas.
So you can do trigger healing, you can trigger new ways of looking and new ideas. So that's what you can do and what you often do, right? So that's the question. What do you do?
No, but that's not my title. My title is
I
producer host.
know. Huh?
Producer. I'm a producer host of a TV show.
So you mean you can produce TV shows and you can host them?
Yeah, I can find guests and tape events, paste them together, make a show out of it.
So
Um,
you're multi-talented.
yeah, well, basically, also what I do is when I do an interview, I do it like in 2, 3 segments. So
Mhm.
you'll talk about something, and somebody else is going to talk about something, but they are related, and
Yes.
it forms a whole.
Yeah.
But they don't know that they are being uh,
Orchestrated.
part of a puzzle. They don't
Yes.
know. It just happens.
But you know.
No, I don't until it actually happens. I see that the two guests actually were very
So,
completing each other. They were completing each other. But
yes.
originally, I don't even know what they're going to talk about. But then when you put it together and I have the final result, I see it's like a completed work.
Beautiful. How long have you been doing that?
Well, I started my show in '87, so my show
Oh,
is 33 or 34 years old. That's the
wow.
first show, but this one is only maybe 4 years old or 2, 3 years old. The What's Your Idea?
That's
And
the end of the show.
yeah, and the other show is all about your profession, where people can talk about their profession. So people entering the workforce or looking for a profession can see if they want to get into that profession, or it just enlighten people about what a profession is all about. Because, for example, some people think that a lawyer is someone who goes in court and debate cases and stuff like that, when the actual truth is some lawyers spend their time in front of their computer doing writing and cases and studying cases. So they have what the TV shows them that they think a lawyer is about, which is in the
Yeah.
court. And when the actual reality is that most of their time is research and preparing a case on paper,
Yeah. So,
or putting together deals, or protecting an idea. So different kind of lawyers do different kind of things, but they spend a lot of time in front of their computer.
so that, how does that help people when they see that kind of
Well,
show?
they say, well, for people who don't want to spend a lot of time in front of their computer, they might decide they don't want to go into that profession. They might decide, oh, maybe I should more do sales if I want to be in front of people all the time.
Mm.
Or maybe I should do a job where I meet people every day, like a therapist or whatever. But people changed
Yes.
their opinion about the profession and they decide to do it or not.
Yes. So what got you started? What made you get into this?
Okay, what do I do? Well, let me put it this way. I put into action a process called, I put into action something that I know how to do, which is putting together people who can actually have something in common and connect with each other. So I don't know how I do it, I just do it. So
When did it start?
if you tell me put it on a piece of paper how I do it, I
Mm.
wouldn't be able to do that.
It's a natural gift.
It's the natural things that I do. It's like if you ask a painter, how did you do that painting? He's gonna say, well, I. He's not gonna say, oh, I thought about that color or I thought about that landscape. He's gonna say, well, I took a brush and the painting appeared. That's how he's going to explain it, because it's not something you can, I mean, you can teach art or you can teach how to do drawings by practicing in front of a model,
Yeah.
but um, the real artist actually just does it.
Yes.
He just does it, and all of a sudden something appears and say,
Well,
how did you, a lot of people say, how did you do it? It just, he just did it.
well, the painting came through him. He is a channel for the paint. Um, if you
There's a
practice,
channel in them that allows them to do it.
yes.
Like
So,
people who paint without even looking at their frame
subject.
or whatever,
Yeah.
and they can still do it.
Yeah. So you're one of those people.
Yeah, I don't even look what I'm doing and I do it.
How long has that been going on?
Well, I've been doing my show since '87.
Well, I mean, were you born with this gift, or were you doing something similar?
No, I found out about it as I did it. I was not born with it. I mean, but also what I can do, let's say I do a music video, without even looking, I can pick the words that match the
Mhm.
picture on the video without even thinking about it. Some people might look for days for the right music, and I just pick it just like that without even looking. So that's another thing that I can do. And since you are the theme of my show, tell me how you do your how do you help people? How do you tell people what they are good at? By interviewing them like you just interviewed me?
I I don't tell them anything. It comes out of them.
Okay.
So the word that I use that describes my work is activation.
Oh, you activate.
Yeah. So if you ask me, what do I do? I say I activate. Well, who are you? I'm an activator. How do you work? I activate. It's just so the analogy I have that explains to people because
But on a professional level, can you get paid to activate?
it is my business. I run a business called Greatness Activation.
Okay. So that's the name of your business, actually?
Yes, like you can go to greatnessactivation.com and you'll see that's my website.
Uh,
And I sell activation, but it's a new paradigm. So
oh,
before Nigel came along, people did motivation. You've heard of that. I'm a
yeah.
motivational speaker. Or they
Well,
would do,
people did motivation, and people
yeah,
get motivated for a day or two, then
exactly.
after, and then they go
So,
back to normal.
right. And then there is inspiration,
Oh, yeah.
where they go to a place, a church or something. Aha, they get an inspiration. And in that moment, the inspiration happens, and then they go back to normal, right?
Oh, I experienced that too. I can sit in deep thoughts in the church, and I come up with an idea, and and then it turns out to be a great idea.
And inspiration is very tricky because you've got to capture it while it's happening. Like I get
Yeah, you
inspired,
have to act on it. If you don't act on it, it goes dead.
you have to capture it and act on it really fast.
Yeah,
So, so that's
yeah.
another genre, inspirational. Then there's
That's
trance.
that's why people go to church, to sit down and meditate.
I know,
They don't even listen to the speaker. They just let their mind go a little bit,
yeah, and you
and they
can
love to sit there and get inspired without even listening to the speakers.
yeah, and some people are inspirational. That's what they do. And you can be inspired by nature, the bay, right? The Bay Bridge. It
Yeah,
can trigger. Human beings are supposed to bring forth new, but it's the question is what is triggering it? Is it motivation, inspiration? Here's another thing that's in the industry, in
yeah,
personal development,
yeah.
transformation. You've heard that word, right?
What kind of information?
Transformation.
Oh, transformation. Yeah, they transform a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the coaching industry. So
Ah,
everyone that's a coach, they're like, oh yeah, I transform people's lives and
yeah.
I help them to shift from one level to another, a greater version of myself. See, that's
Oh, okay.
so
Okay.
I've been through all of that, and since I was a child, I wanted to invent something new like changes the world or just changes. And I've been doing in that space since childhood.
Okay.
And then my career took me into software engineering. So I was in the Silicon Valley. That's what I was doing in the Bay. And
Oh,
in
why did
software.
you move to Miami? You like it better there?
No, no, no. I was in the Bay from 1995 to 2015.
Oh,
And it was where I developed my craft. The Bay Area inspired me to create the new thing that I have now. So mhm, when
so
I
so
was
you stayed in the Silicon Valley as a software engineer?
I actually I arrived and lived in San Francisco first,
Oh, okay.
and then I went across that Bay Bridge behind you and lived in Oakland for I think 10, 15 years. And,
Oh,
and then I was commuting to Silicon Valley.
from
Um,
Oakland.
yes.
Oh, that's
And
how long it took you.
at some point I lived in Hayward just to
Okay.
make it easy.
Is it
But
like a 45-minute ride?
it was it was back in the day, in the dot-com period. But the main thing is I was in the environment of the Bay Area, and it's a blend of technology and spirituality.
Okay.
Right? That's the Bay. It's a very, very high conscious place.
Hmm.
So it stimulated me to create something different. So I was in computers for a long
Yeah.
time, helping
Yeah.
Y2K bug, all that stuff. And
Hmm.
then while I was doing that, I had an inspiration
Hmm.
that if I could remove the bug from humans, then humans would function like better, right?
Of course. Of course.
But it
Yeah.
just came to me while I was fixing the bugs in computers, you
Yeah.
see?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. I never heard that analogy, but it's a good analogy, actually.
exactly. So that's why I said no one else has ever said it. So I'm going to do it. So I started my own research lab to research, to find the bug that is in humans. Because
Oh,
there must
really?
be a bug. I think human beings are designed to be super beings and
I,
angels.
yeah.
And,
Everybody has a gift, right?
well, everybody is super, like Superman. They have,
Everybody is born with something that nobody else has.
everyone's unique, number one. But also everyone has superpowers. Superpowers, meaning like,
Really?
yes, everyone has it. However, if there's a bug in the mind, it will
Yeah. Yeah.
shut it down.
Okay.
And, and then you get normal people. That's what we got in the world, a bunch of normal people. And normal people talk about limitations, what they can't do. I'm just human. Nigel, you think you think I'm more than I am. Yes, I do actually. So when you said to me, what's my name? I said angel. Angels are the highest versions of human you can get. So,
So,
by the way, by the way,
so you don't give advice then. You just,
no, I bring it out.
okay.
Like
That's,
you are full of wisdom
yeah.
and power.
Yeah.
And I haven't given you any advice, but you have put out a lot in this call already.
Yeah. Oh, I
So,
don't know. I don't know. But
well,
anyway,
I know,
I
I
just
know.
told you what I do, and you came to
Well,
that conclusion.
no, you did more than that. I didn't actually ask you what you did. I kept on asking you who you are,
Oh, who
and
am
you
I?
kept on, yes, and you kept on telling me what you do.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, so but I know who you are, and I can tell why you are, and that's the question I wanted you to answer. Who are you, and
Yeah.
why are you?
Yeah.
Those are deeper questions that activate the power, that's the greatness. If I ask you that question, it's much more difficult to answer, but you
Mhm.
have to go deeper. Most people do not like that question, so they do the easy one. They answer the easy question. What do you do? Oh, I do this, I do that, I do this, and they can do that all day. I'm a producer, I'm a healer, I'm a coach, and this. See, no, nothing changes. It's just a lot of gifts coming up. But if I say, who are you? They just tell me what they do again. They just,
Oh,
and I'm like, that's not the activating question.
yeah.
And
Well, yeah,
then
yeah, you're right. We come to the conclusion that through our work or through whatever else we are doing, we are actually doing something else.
people identify themselves by what they do. They think they are what they do. And I say, you're not what you do.
Oh, yeah, I've said that for 30 years ago or 40 years ago. I tell people, yeah, you think um, you are a teacher or that you are a director, but while you're doing that job, you're actually doing something else.
Well, what
Everybody is doing something else.
the thing though is the doing word is what you keep. I think you have a gift. You can bring out, you help people find what to do. You can
Yeah,
help them to find what to do, different ways to do things. So your gift is bringing out the doing,
yeah.
right?
That's,
And so if someone doesn't know what their career is or they're not sure, if they interview with you, Aline, they will either see what they're supposed to do or see how to do it better, or they'll have an idea about a new way of doing.
okay.
That's that's your gift.
Yeah. So, yeah, so basically, you work with people like me, uh,
Yes.
and you interview them like you did with me.
No,
No,
no.
not the same way.
But this not the
You,
same
you,
way. No. This is not the process, but it's very close.
okay, you meet them in person once in a while.
Well, here's the thing. That's a good question, but it's not the right answer. Okay? So first of all, I only work with extraordinary people.
Oh, okay. And how do you
Ex-
find them?
Very great question. Two ways. They either find me by
Oh,
some coincidence,
yeah.
or we've already met
Oh,
and I didn't know who they were. They're just sitting in my database, in my contact list for no reason. like this lady
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. You are on my LinkedIn.
And you're in my contact. That's why I was able to text you. But I'm like, she's got to be extraordinary because she knows me or we're connected in some way. So I've got to reconnect now because I'm beginning my mission to
No,
find
because when I saw your name, I say I know this person,
me too. But I've
but
met,
I don't remember where I met you though.
or who you are.
Oh, okay. Because I
So
don't know if
that's
you attended the same networking or if
maybe here's the thing. There is a reason for us to meet.
exactly.
And that's the bigger game. And you mentioned a piece of the reason. You and I share some gifts in common. You do have the gift of activation
Right.
because when you're in the room, people start doing things and they don't realize why they're doing it. But the reason why they're doing it is because you activated it without their awareness.
That's exactly it.
Yes, so you're an activator like me.
Okay.
You're an
Okay, well,
activating.
it's a good job. It's a
It's
good
not a
job.
job. It's not even a job. It's a
It's not a
present.
job. That's why we don't get paid for it.
Well, I do. I do.
No, I mean, whatever I do, it's
So
not, I cannot say
I
that
know.
there is a profession with that kind of name.
Well, that's why I'm talking to you because I've decided I'm giving it a name and it is a profession.
Okay. Well,
So,
good to know. Good to know.
well, yeah. And I've found out there are other people like me who are like you, and we add a lot of value to people's lives by
Oh, yeah,
activation.
that's
But
true.
they don't,
I
because they
agree with
don't
that.
realize, yeah, because they don't realize it's you that's doing it, they don't pay you for it.
Oh, okay.
So it's not their fault,
Yeah.
it's your fault or our fault because we did not make them aware that we're adding value. We just do it for free.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I enjoy doing it, so it's okay.
Yeah, well, so you can still get paid. There's nothing wrong with getting paid a lot.
Oh, you do get paid. That's good.
I'm saying I'm recommending that you enjoy it, make it easy, and get a lot of money for doing exactly. In fact, it's not even work.
Yeah, but where do I find my clients?
You have found them. You found them. In
I did.
fact, so, well, let me help you. So you remember you asked me at the beginning, what do you do?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
And I'm telling you, I don't really answer that question, right? Because it's the wrong question to start with. I,
Okay.
I recommend for you and I that we start with a different question.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because,
What are you good at? Yeah.
no, not that either. The reason I recommend a different question is because you, Aline,
Yeah.
you're very good at many things. So to ask you what do you do is to ask you how much time do you have? You're
Yeah.
multi-talented.
Yeah.
So it's not a good question for you. So
Well,
not
some people change profession every 5 years.
but we're not talking about you. Those are normal people. I'm talking about you.
Okay, okay. What I'm
My
saying is some people do many things
I
over the
know.
course of their life.
I have changed my profession 12 times when I was living in London,
Yeah.
and I changed it 4 times when I was in America. But so that's why I don't define myself by what I do. That is
Oh,
just
you just
that's
do
just
it.
in the moment. But it's irrelevant is my point. What I do is irrelevant.
Okay.
It's overrated. People should stop asking that question.
That's true. That's true. I mean, they train to do the 30
I know,
second, the elevator
I
speech.
know. So that's why I said I don't participate. I don't even answer it. When they ask me, I change the question.
I know when you go to Business Networking International, they let you practice the 30-second.
No, it's for normal people. I do not work with normal people. I'm not a normal person. I'm deleting all the normal people from my life.
Okay. I like that because I never came up with the 30-second, you know.
I know, you're not. It doesn't fit you. Are
Doesn't
you a normal person?
I don't fit in the mold. Is that what your question
Right.
is?
Well, I'm asking you, do you fit in the normal mold?
No, I don't fit in a normal mold.
I don't think so. I agree. So please don't do normal things anymore. It's going to waste your energy.
Yeah,
So you fit into my people. You're in my tribe.
yeah.
Now that I'm getting to know you,
Okay,
you're in my tribe.
okay. All
So,
right. So now we have something in common then. That's good
well,
to
yeah,
know.
we're from the same tribe.
Oh,
So I want to share something with you. Can I share my screen or can you, yeah,
go
I
ahead.
need,
Share your screen. Go
yeah,
ahead.
but you have control, I think.
You can try.
Okay, I'm going to try.
We can
Oh,
stop. You
yeah,
can
no, it's
stop.
working. It's working. It's working. Hold on. Uh, Actually, I'm going to send you something and then I want you to read it. It's quick and it will help to with this interview. But I'm trying to find where my browser is. Where is my browser? Okay. Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, I didn't want to. That's not what I want. Okay. Uh, I'm looking for, I don't really want to share my screen yet. I want to find something to show you and then
On LinkedIn, does it say the name of your company?
Uh, I think so. I'll give it to you right now. I'm just going to give it to you now.
No, because I don't have a pen on me. I ask if it's
It's
on
okay.
LinkedIn.
I'm going to share something with you right now. I'm pasting it in the chat. There we go. Chat. Where's the chat? Chat. How do you turn on the chat? Is the chat on?
Do you do a lot of Zoom during the week?
Yes, yes. There you go. Can you see this link?
I do. I do.
Just click on
Just click on it.
it. Yeah. And then what do you see?
I see human greatness activation,
Mm-hmm.
ideal tribe profile.
And
Oh,
just keep,
okay. So that
reading it out.
describe your
Yeah, just keep reading it out loud and you'll hear something.
oh yeah, yeah. I'm developing a very high level of mastery in my health, relationships, lifestyle, finance, and vocation. I'm currently playing multiple roles, including president, director, senior minister, thought leader, investor, counselor, celebrity, and influencer. I have a deep and wide range of interests, including spirituality, philosophy, metaphysics, science, arts, humanities, politics, economics, business, and philanthropy. I'm a naturally multi-gifted in the area of intuition, empathy, sensitivity, deep thinking, creativity, high performance, and more. At my core, I identify with the archetype of master teacher, sensei, sifu, wise advisor, change angel, Morpheus, high priest, mystic, etc. I'm now ready for expanding my role and responsibility and having a greater beneficial impact in the world. My burning desires are activating people's capacity for performing miracles in the lives of themselves and others, elevating the overall level of awareness, consciousness, and contribution on the planet, transforming people's experience of fear, problems, concern, divisions, scarcity, anxiety, into exciting assets and opportunities for human evolution, creating environments for the ushering of new paradigm, new ideas, and new inventions, developing the next generation of highly gifted change angels and master teachers who are being called for greater service in the world, establishing a legacy of ongoing greatness on the planet. My next steps, taking the following action and demonstrating my interest in growing this tribe. Scheduling an activation conversation with Master Nigel by going into Greatness Activation Connect and sharing this link with others who I suspect might also resonate with this tribe. Okay, is this being recorded on the show?
Yeah, it's your recording.
Oh, it's being recorded. Okay.
You're recording it.
Okay, so now how do I go back to the screen?
Just stop share. Oh, you just change tab or whatever. It's your click on Zoom on your computer.
Okay, here we are. So
So yeah,
what I read was recorded?
no, the voice was, you didn't share the screen. It's okay.
Okay, I don't know
Okay.
if it's gonna be blank.
It's going to be, you're going to hear yourself reading it.
Okay, I don't know if that should be in the interview then because people are not seeing anything.
No, they could hear it. It's more important that they heard it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be like a podcast.
Yeah, well, you know, if you notice, it was written in the first person.
Oh, okay.
And it was you talking about yourself.
Okay. But you
Now,
remember I did not schedule Calendly because
it's okay.
I usually miss appointments all the time, so I don't do it anymore.
I understand. So it's because of who you are.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm glad we connected today. If you didn't call, I would have forgotten.
Now, why is that? Why are you forgetting?
No, I mean, I didn't send you the link because number one, I didn't know if you confirmed or not, but
I did confirm.
it is confirmed. Okay.
No, I mean, I did. You sent me a message saying 9 a.m.
Okay.
Pacific.
Yeah, I say we can connect 9 a.m., but then I didn't
And then I
schedule it.
replied. And then I replied and scheduled it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. So it's on my,
I missed that part. I missed that part. Okay.
yeah. So that's why I called you. And, you know, I
It's
know that you're
good to
busy.
call because I didn't read your message. I'm sorry.
No, but I understood. So what I'm trying to say is you are an extraordinary person, period. And I really had a question for you, which
Go ahead.
is
Go ahead.
when you read that profile, was
Yeah.
any of it true for you?
Oh, reading what? Yeah. I mean, you let everybody read the same thing, correct?
Yeah. But they have to say whether it's their truth or not. So was it
Well,
described to you
so
in any
it's a
way?
profile of most people. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's a profile of extraordinary people.
You mean when they read it, they see it?
Well, did you read it?
And I read it aloud, didn't I?
Yes. Now the question I have is, was any of it describing you?
Oh, probably. I mean, it sounds like some very common things that we
There's,
discussed.
there's nothing in there that is common to humans.
Yeah.
It's common to people like you and me, but let me just say, this profile is the profile of the 0.01% of the population. 0.01 in 1,000 people fit this profile.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, it's good to know.
yeah, so what I know is that it's very difficult to find them.
Oh, okay. Okay. You meet them once in a while, right?
Occasionally. Now, and even if I meet them, I give them this profile and I say, please can you read this and tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of it you fit. Like if it's a 10, that means an absolute fit. And if it's 0, it's like, oh, no. So before you call, before I talk to you today, the person I sent it to, 0 fit, 0. And this was a past client that I had when I was in Oakland.
Oh, it's a client?
It was the lady I sent it to, she was a client for a few months.
Oh,
And, and then I sent her this profile and she didn't fit at all. And then
she said that doesn't fit me.
0, like
Oh,
nothing on the list.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So she was like, hello, Nigel. We should meet. How I want to talk to you. I said, well, can I check if you're in my tribe first? Send it to her. She goes, I don't understand it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, what do you do? And she kept on saying, what are you doing? Are you a coach? Are you a coach? I'm like, no, I don't do coaching. I don't get it. I said, listen, it's okay if you don't understand it and you change your mind. And she sent me an email saying, I changed my mind. I just want to find out how you're doing.
Mm.
And that was it. Goodbye. Now, yeah, on Friday or Thursday, I met a guy in a Zoom group.
Yeah.
There's about 15 people on the Zoom call.
Yeah.
They invited me as a guest, right?
Yeah.
So I came in and they did some meditation and then they all started talking.
Yeah.
And I said 3 words, bam, bam. And then they all started talking. And they're like, we've never had such an activated conversation before. This is the best conversation we've ever had, right?
Yeah.
I knew that I did that. But there's only one person who was in the middle of the square. He wasn't talking. So I said, hey, I want to hear from that guy. His name was Ben. And he didn't speak. He just said, I'm taking it in. But I sent a message on chat saying, let's talk after the call.
Oh, like one-on-one. Yeah.
Yeah. So when the meeting was over, he called me. And I went to look at my contacts and I see that we have spoken before, about a year ago. It's like you. Somewhere we've met before. And then I sent him the profile, okay, the same profile. And I said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you think it's a match? He said 10.
Really?
Yes, that's what I said. I said, really? I've never, like, really? And he's like, yeah, 10. And I thought he was joking, you know, just to, so I said, read it out loud, just like I did for you. And he read it again. And he's like, yep, 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 yep. I'm like, wow, are you sure? So then I asked him a different question, which is, hey, listen, would you like to work with me to become my client? Because you are the kind of people I work with. And he's like, oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 5. I'm not sure if I want to work with you. 5. So I said, okay, 5 is borderline. If you had said 4, I would have said, okay, goodbye. But 5, you know, you can change. So I said, let's schedule another call to talk about me working with you and you being my client, since you're in my tribe. So you can be in my tribe, but not be my client. So then we talked and I asked him questions like you're asking, like, what are you doing? What is your vision? What is your purpose? What is your identity? And I was activating him. And he revealed that he had been working on a new paradigm to help humanity by taking them into nature.
Oh.
Yes, his program is called Wild, something to do with the wild. So he takes groups into the wild,
Wow.
and then they evolve. But he has been stuck for 3 years. I'm like, really?
3 years, you mean the business is stagnating?
Yes. And he's been working with coaches and lots of people, and he's still stuck 3 years.
Wow.
So I said, can I work with you for free to help you with this problem? And then if it works, then you will consider working with me for free. Like, sure. So I worked with him for 3 days for free.
3 days, that's a lot of your time.
Yeah, because it's my client. I would do that for my tribe for free. And he was like, wow, you have solved my problem. Yes, I know. I know what my client's problem is.
What was his problem?
He could, well, it's what you described. First of all, he's been in deep thought for years, 10 years.
Yeah.
And he has come up with something like a new paradigm.
Yeah.
But he can't, nobody understands it when he goes to sell it.
Oh,
like,
okay.
he's lost and he doesn't know how to do that. And he said, I'm not a marketing guy. I'm not this. I'm not. And I said, you got a problem. I mean, I know you have a problem, but I'm going to tell you why you have a problem is because you keep on describing yourself by what you do.
Oh.
And what you do is you do research and development like that all day in a microscope. That's not who you are.
Yeah.
But you keep saying, if somebody asks you what you do, you would say, I do research. Who cares? Right?
Okay.
So I changed. He's like, wow, I've never heard that before. I said, I know you haven't, because you've been going to networking, you've been going to business, so networking and what do you call it, a chamber of commerce, and you've
Yeah.
been meeting coaches,
Yeah.
consultants, and they ask you, what do you do? Right?
I don't do anything.
Well, you do something, but I don't care what you do. I'm not interested in what you do. I'm
Yeah.
interested in who you are.
Yeah, that's true. Most people, when they tell me what they do, I say, well, I have no need of that service for the moment.
Oh, and they might, but so the thing is, the world would benefit from this guy's service.
Yeah.
But when he goes out into the world, he says what he does.
Oh,
And the world doesn't get it, and the world doesn't care.
okay.
So I
Got
said,
it.
dude, we've got to change your conversation, man. Let me interview you. Come. So if you imagine this call and
Yeah.
you, I was asking deep questions for 3 hours.
Really?
Yes, deep. And when you go deep, things come out like a volcano. If you go deep,
Yeah.
it will activate. You see?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you need to be doing it for, you got to keep them in the container a long time. The normal person will get bored after about 5 minutes. They're like, Nigel, this is too much. I got to go. For my client, they're used to being deep anyway. They've been doing it for 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
They just didn't want anyone that understood it. My path, I was in a lab for 20 years.
Yeah.
So I know how deep it is.
Oh,
And that's how I found the bug.
yeah.
I went very, very, very deep. And I found it. And then I brought it to the surface. And the
Yeah.
difference between me and him is I was able to get other human beings to pay for it.
Oh, and he did?
No, he's now a client. He's signed up for my services. But before I met him, I was traveling around the world speaking, not the
Oh.
world, the country,
Oh,
the United States. And they were paying me to bring my unique approach to their organization, their small business.
that's nice.
So, yeah, so that's what I was doing in the Bay. And then in 2015, I stopped doing that. And I said, I want to change and evolve. And then what came through me, like the artist, something came out, was a new idea that uses my gifts, but in a different way.
Nice.
And it's
Yeah, if you come to the Bay, we can sit down. Yeah.
We can do it on, that's what Zoom is for. That's the new paradigm now.
Yeah.
No travel required. You can make money from your kitchen, which is where I'm at.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
That,
standing in my kitchen.
oh, yeah. You have a virtual background. I see.
So my new idea is that there are other gifted people like me
Yeah.
and you and him,
Yeah.
where they're thinking deeply for 30 years plus.
Oh.
This is a special market.
Yeah.
Nobody is serving this group. Everybody's serving.
When you saw me on Zoom, did you recognize meeting me before?
No, but I feel you in my spirit, but not in visually. I don't remember you.
You did not recognize me then.
Voice, I feel you. Like you sound familiar. Like when you said the French something.
Yeah.
It's like we've spoken before. I can feel
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the fact that we're talking as well means that we have stuff in common.
Yeah. I recognize your face though.
So we
So
probably
I must have met you because I did recognize your face.
So do you remember talking to me?
No, that probably was too long ago,
Mhm.
but I did recognize you. But in any event, it was a good interview. I know there's a lot more to be said. And
So,
when you do a session with a client, probably the session lasts at least 2 hours, right?
uh, it can be 5 minutes. Depends on what they pay for.
Oh, it depends. Okay, okay.
So
But it can go on and on and on for a while.
um, usually what happens, the client buys a period 6 month relationship. And if they, so let's just say the client says, I want to work with you for 6 months.
Yeah,
So I'm like, great.
yeah,
And the amount of money they pay
yeah.
determines how many sessions we have.
Oh,
So, so if they pay me, let's just say $500, they get one session in 6 months.
okay.
Now, my best client, I have a special package for $5,000 a month, unlimited time.
Oh, so you don't sleep?
Well, the client tells me how much time they want, and I give them my calendar. I say, schedule it.
Okay.
So they put it on the calendar, and they might pick an hour, and then
Yeah,
I work with them for an hour, and then
yeah.
the next day we do another. But because it's so deep, they don't need more than an hour. Like after they finish talking to me, they have more ideas. They need a week to process it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it depends on where they are. If they're just beginning, they need more time to process. If they're high performance, high consciousness, we could talk every day.
Okay, that sounds good. Sounds good. Anyway, I enjoyed talking to you,
Okay.
and I will send you the interview
Yes.
and post it online. And
Are you quick question before you go?
yeah.
Are you are you still in business? Like what is your
Well,
business?
okay, so my show had some sponsors for 2020,
Uh-huh.
but after the lockdown, they decided to wait till later to send the sponsorship because their business has been hurt.
Yeah.
So, but I still do my show. I didn't stop. I decided to, instead of going to a studio, to just do it on Zoom
Mhm.
until until everything reopens. So
So what
right
are you
now I am.
looking for sponsors?
I need to find the salespeople and all that, but I have only so many hours in a day.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see if I can help you.
Oh yeah, you can send them my way.
Yeah, but I don't know what you need yet. I'm just trying. You said what do you need to get your business back flourishing?
Well, what I do is put a link from my site to their site. I can give
No, I
them.
mean need.
No, I put their logo on my website with the link to their site, or I can put a short video clip of their business on my website, or I can interview them if they find value in that.
So how
Or
can I help you with your business?
I don't know. Like I said, you can send me some sponsors.
What kind of sponsors are you looking for?
Oh, well, people who can support the show, basically.
Yeah, but
Also, I'd like to go
give me
with
an example.
advertisers. Um, I'm going to end the recording because we're going to go over an hour here, and then we can talk off the recording.
Yeah, just turn it off.